Well, hello, and a very happy Monday morning to all of my conscious cruisers out there. I am Scott from Controversial Cruising, and I have my co host next to me, Elisa's Adventures in Cruising, and under me, I have Chet from Sea Leg Journeys, also Robin from as well, who's not on the screen. And today we are going to be talking about the know before you go approach to the best time of year. Is there a best time of year to cruise, and why? Right after.
Welcome into the Conscious Cruiser podcast, the know before you go approach to cruising and travel. The smartest cruiser is the Conscious Cruiser. And your conscious casters, Elisa, Chet, and Scott.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I will have to say that this episode and this question came about because I'm seeing a lot of this question come into me, and also I'm also seeing it on a lot of those cruise question for beginner like websites of when is the best time to cruise. There's a lot of people out there that are beginning to toe dip into cruising, and some of those who haven't even cruised yet. Some that come to mind, my first one that comes to mind is Linda Tolman creates in this cruise community. She hangs out around a lot of cruisers, and she's getting more and more curious about cruising, right? And she would be one that would ask, like, when is the best time of year to cruise? And is there a best time of year to cruise, right? Because for those who don't cruise to see us cruise vloggers, right? They're watching our content. And honestly, to tell you the truth, we sometimes don't even know when we have cruised and we put that out. Sometimes it could be months. Sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it's the next year. Sometimes it's, the next week. So with that said, is there an optimal time to cruise? And why? 1 month. If you could choose 1 month and tell us that is optimal, why is it optimal for you, Elisa?
That's such a tough question because it depends on so many things, depending on what y'all have going on in your regular life. But for me, I really do like cruising early June, before the kids get out of school. I just think you have the best of both worlds. The weather is usually really nice and it's not super crowded. So that's my favorite. But, honestly, and sponsors listening, we cruise all year.
Amen, sister. We cruise all year too, Lisa. Anytime, any month.
Yep, we'll make it work. We will make it work.
Yeah, put us on your schedule. There's no problem. Yeah, cruising, what month is the best? It depends on where you're going. For instance, you can't go to Alaska in January.
There we go.
You can't get there from here. Okay, so you got to keep that. Caribbean, going in June, July, and August, after the first couple of weeks of June, like Elisa's saying, it can get kind of hot down there. If you ain't used to that kind of heat, it can melt you. Yeah. Same over in the Mediterranean. Lisa just over there.
Yeah.
It was kind of warm, wasn't it?
It was a little hot. It was.
Water girl talking right there, y'all.
Yes.
You want to do your research on where you want to go. If you say, hey, I want to go check out Australia, go check it out, because remember that they're the opposite of us. Right now, we're coming in November. Winter's coming in here. Well, guess what? Summer's coming in down there. Yeah. So they're the opposite. So know where you're going and know what you want to experience. If you want the hot weather in the Caribbean, then you want to go in July and August. If you want to go to Alaska, you want to go in July and August.
Right.
So where you're going is going to greatly depend on your time to go. I'm with Elisa 100% though. I want to beat the kids there. I want to let the families and their kids go and make sure that I'm not taking up their space. You know what I mean? Because they only got a 3-month window to go. I say let them have it. I can go the other 9 months. Right. But if I'm going to go somewhere where I have to go those months, I'm going. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And it definitely does matter. If you look at obviously the school schedules, Your holidays are going to be obviously
Mhm.
definitely the sailings are going to have more kids, right? If the
Always.
kids are out of school, especially for summer, a lot of the ships are jam packed with kids during the summer. So you do have to definitely think about that as far as optimal. For me, I think from the time that I've cruised to now, most optimal for me and the most enjoyable, I think, and I know my birthday does fall in this month, but I really like and enjoy cruising in March
Mhm.
for multiple reasons, right? Traveling in general, the one thing that I really do hate, I hate traveling when I have to sweat. Okay, when I'm already sweating and I have to get on an airplane and then sit in that sweat for 4 hours to go to Florida. I hate that, okay? So I love traveling. Don't get me wrong, and I love the whole
Yeah.
getting there, doing the airport, doing the whole thing, and maybe visiting a place in the port. But I don't like sweating doing that. So March is my
Okay.
optimal time. I used to really, really, and the beginning of March is really what I'm talking about. My birthday is at the end, but the beginning of March, I used to love going down to or over to now New Orleans because they had
Mm.
their Mardi Gras still kind of going and popular, and it always kind of helped the cruise kick off in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And for a lot of my 20s, when I'm talking about, I really did centrally just go right down to Mississippi, to New Orleans. So I spent a lot of my time cruising out of there. So I would say optimal for me, and I think for a really good time because that's like spring, I guess spring break. I'm not really telling you to go on spring break, but if you want to have a
Right.
good
Right. Right.
go
But
on spring break, March for me, I think is optimal, and it's just because it's a lot of fun. That's your sole reason. That's the only reason. Okay, so number two, is there 1 month of the year you will not cruise? Interesting. Or if you
that's tough.
can't cruise, or you won't cruise, and why, of course. Chet,
Uh,
is there a month that you and Robin say, no, we can't cruise now. We're not doing it.
No, no much.
He's like, no, I'm good.
No,
We're
we
good.
still,
We're
we still
available
stay there.
sponsors.
We're
No.
there. Yeah, no, there is no month. No, there used to be. Used to we could not go in October because both of us had jobs working for the government, and
Okay,
we could fiscal end year ending. We
Year
couldn't
ends.
go.
Yeah.
October was out. We never
that
would
makes
go in October, but that's not the case anymore. So now it's on. Let's go. Yeah, giddy up. Any month, if we see it, that's when we'll book it. We're ready to go.
Is there a less desirable month where now
Hmm.
maybe you won't notebook, but you're just like, okay.
Well,
Well, I think
back to the Caribbean again. You know, if we're going to go to the Caribbean, like I said, I don't want to go in July and August or whatever because all the kids is going to be there. Let them have the ship. Let them have it. I can go any other time of year. And
Right.
two, it's hot. I'm like Scott. You know, I'm already hot. I don't want to be hot on vacation too, if I can help it. I'm hot all year round. I live in Florida, so let me go when it's a little bit cooler. You know, I would say our most popular month we've ever cruised in the Caribbean is probably in May. Um,
Mm.
it used to be the first week of June back when we had kids. You know, we'd always go on vacation. Now, first week of June, once they got out of school, go. Yeah, but now we like going in May. It's still a little bit of coolness and less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about you, Elise?
Yeah. I mean, never is really a long time. So, but
Yeah.
I do find that I'm having less interest in going during hurricane season because the storms have been stronger, and it's
Mhm.
just another layer of complication, especially if we're living in Florida, worrying about you know the house and everything else, everybody else at home if a storm hits. So and I get seasick, so I don't want to be on a cruise ship and there's a storm, and that's going to ruin my vibe. So I'm trying not to cruise during hurricane season, but I haven't seen a really really good tempting deal in a minute too, so that that affects that. If it suddenly becomes the time to go,
I'm going.
I might have to reconsider.
I think I agree with you now. I think I think with the storms the way that they are, it's not that I would not travel during hurricane season, but I'm a little. I've backed off a little bit as far as going during hurricane season. If I know that there's a better opportunity that I can wait 3 or 4 months out of hurricane season, I definitely will. I don't think for me there's any I won't cruise during this month. But hurricane season is definitely one of those that is up there because again, if you travel all the way, let's say from Arizona to Florida, and for
Right.
some reason you can't land or you can't get on the cruise ship, and the whole cruise and the whole vacation is just ruined, it can really affect your mood. It can affect your vibes. It can affect your mood. And, it may not be a Monday where you can check your mood on a Monday
Right.
mood check, and
What are
then
you gonna
everything
do?
is off. And that is just horrible. So, you know what? We will take a moment from our sponsors in case this has gotten you riled up and you need to check your mood. Today is a perfect time to do it.
And this week's episode of The Conscious Cruiser is sponsored and supported by Elisa's Adventures in Cruising and the Monday Mood Check. Check out the Monday Mood Check every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Eastern. For some exciting cruise talk, munch pack reviews, and even some home cooking. So start of your week right every week with Elisa and the Monday Mood Check. Don't miss it. And now back to the Conscious Cast.
Oh, sorry. I was meditating. Oh, sorry. I feel better. I feel
Come on in. Come on in.
I've checked my.
Somehow we always feel better after we talk about some cruising some more.
That's
So,
true.
Mood check. Come on in.
All right. I got a really hot true or false for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Really hot true or false. True or false. And everybody chime in the chat. I know this one's going to be popular. I do not like to cruise during the holidays, major holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, my birthday, major holidays like that. Who wants to kick us off?
I'm going to go with false.
Oh, Super Bowl's included. Super Bowl is
Surprise!
Not Super Bowl. Not Super Bowl being a holiday. Although I know many would disagree. But I'm definitely in the, like I said before, I want to cruise. I want to cruise often. I am very traditional and like to be home and cook my Thanksgiving dinner and do all the traditional Christmassy things. But I'm totally open to experiencing those on a cruise ship. I will take my little portable decorations for Christmas and deck out my cabin and have a good time.
Stick them on the inside of the balcony room, and I can just see them. That's good.
And for those who've been following me, especially the last couple of months, I've been talking about doing a Christmas market river cruise one of these days.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta be open to cruising during the holidays.
Fancy Albie. I like it. How about you, Chet? I do not like to cruise during the holidays.
Man, that's a big old capital F, capital A, capital LSE. False. I love traveling during the holidays. Christmas and New Year's, we've done both of them. It was fantastic. I love the way the ship's decorated. I just love to get away from it all and get out there and experience the Christmas on a ship. If you haven't done it, it's just a different kind of thing you got to check out. And New Year's on a Christmas, on a cruise ship,
on a cruise
is a whole nother experience too. And we had a fantastic time. I would love to do that again. Who knows? Maybe the Conscious Cruiser will do that one day. But yeah, I absolutely love cruising during the holidays. It's fabulous.
What would you say is your favorite holiday to cruise on that you've personally cruised on, you and Robin from Sea Leg Journeys?
Well, got to be Christmas because we've made it a thing we do every year now. Every year,
Nice.
I book it ahead.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're getting on it this year.
Yeah.
Less than a month. We're getting on. Well, a month from now, we'll be on the Sun Princess. We were on it last year. We loved it so much. I booked it right there while we was on the ship. I said, I want same week next year in December, and giddy up, let's go. And we did that. And then she said, well, what about next year? So yeah, 2026 is also booked too, on a different ship on the Star Princess. So we love doing it.
Do they have Santa and everything?
Oh yeah. In fact, you'll be seeing
Get out
it soon in your mailbox coming from Sea Lake Journeys. We got our pictures made with Santa Claus, and we've got cards made up to mail out for.
Nice.
That's so cool. Well, I learned something new. To see like Brady loves to cruise during the holidays. Who
Oh,
would've
Santa Claus is on the ship. Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas cookies,
He's gonna-
gingerbread houses, the whole 9 yards, y'all.
Santa will still find you, Scott. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I do have a chimney, though. Oddly enough, I know I live in Arizona, but I do have a chimney. All right, on to the question of the cast. Ooh, it's a good one too. Does the time of year you decide to cruise impact your cruise experience? Why or why not? And not even just talking about a holiday like Chet was talking about, just any time of year. Does the time of year impact your whole cruise experience? Why or why not? Chet, we're going to kick this off with you.
Okay.
You're on a roll.
It's a kind of a maybe. A maybe. You can
Maybe.
pick where you're going, and maybe, I pick August to go down the Caribbean, and it's just so doggone hot. Maybe I'm not having such a good time. Now, me, it ain't going to affect me so much. I'm from Florida, but somebody up north, I can see that it might, because it's going to be way hotter than what they think it's going to be. But for us, I just really have to say not really, because we're going to have a good time no matter when we go. Don't matter if it's hot, doesn't matter if it's rainy, whatever the weather is. It's probably that weather back home too, because we live so close to it.
Yeah.
We try to make a good time out of everything, so we don't let the time impact us like that when we go. Now, if there's a particular thing we want to see, let's say I want to see Aurora Borealis in Alaska, and I didn't do any research, and I went in first week of June or middle of June or July, and I get up there, I'm like, oh, we're not seeing Aurora Borealis. They say, oh no, you can't see that until the end of September.
Right.
Like, well, I didn't know that. So that would affect me. I'd be like, wow, look how dumb I am.
Like, I wish I had known
before I go. Well, before you go. And that's what we
Yes.
advise everybody here on this channel. If you don't want to be impacted by the time of year, you got to do a little research. Find out when is a favorable time for you. Maybe you're looking for that super hot, sweltering cruise in late August, down to Jamaica. Then that's the time to go. Don't go in January. It won't be that hot.
Right.
So check out, so you don't get impacted by these things. As far as us, we do our research, and that's probably why we're not as impacted. So I'm going to say not really for me.
Okay. All right. How about you, Elisa? Does the time of year impact your cruise experience on a whole?
Well, yeah, maybe, but in a different way. I like we were saying we excuse me, we want to cruise all the time and whenever and whatever month. So sometimes the stretches in between the cruises are like unbearable, and we need to book another one and go and go right away. So yeah, you could be like more jazzed about it because you've waited a long time, or you could be more jazzed about it because you just snagged yourself a good deal or a last minute cruise and you just want to go. So yes and no. I think that the thing is just to go and cruise and try to enjoy your situation, your time, as much as you can, whenever you can, honestly. So don't let the weather stop you, even if you happen to make that weather mistake or didn't do your research. You're there now. I'm here now.
Yeah.
Trip is paid for. Let's have some fun.
That's good advice right there.
Just make the best of it. We're here.
Make the best of it.
Good advice.
110%. Yeah, I really don't think the time of year impacts. I mean, of course, there is a slight chance that, you get caught in the storm or something like that. But I don't think the time of year would severely impact your cruise experience on a whole, because even if there's something that is not favorable that is happening, you can still make it a good cruise experience no matter what time of year you go on a cruise, right? It's just the given circumstances, right, that you just kind of carry on in your mindset. So there is, for me, I haven't ever been on a bad cruise, and I won't ever be on a bad cruise, because even if there is something like Chet is, right, you just kind of keep the vibes going, right? So what I do want to say here too, for those that are watching on YouTube, we do have a Spotify presence for those who do like to listen in the car or on your way to the next port. You can turn us on Spotify. We have about 38 of you listening over there, and we need more because we would love to do this from a cruise ship anytime of year on a cruise ship. So yeah, turn us
Tell
on.
them, chat. Tell them, chat.
Ahoy, fellow cruise enthusiasts! Ready to set sail on a sea of knowledge? Have you checked out the Conscious Cruiser podcast on Spotify? Well, what are you waiting for? Every week, our podcast is packed with all your cruising essentials. Whether you're driving to work, driving someone crazy, or driving to your next cruise port, pop on the Conscious Cruiser. We've got the best know-before-you-go cruise and travel tips. It's like having a cruise expert in your pocket. So give us a follow, give us a listen, and let's make your next cruise the best one yet. Don't miss out on the fun. Join the Conscious Cruiser community today. Now, back to the Conscious Casters.
I love it. I love it. And yes, go on over and find us on Spotify every Monday when the episodes air here. They also air on Spotify. So whether you are driving or listening to us here on YouTube, we do appreciate it. And I do have one more question for our casters before I let us go. What's your cruise countdown? Since we're talking about cruising and the times of year. When are your guys' next cruise, immediate next cruise from this moment right now?
Go ahead.
My
Lisa.
next one will be February. I am going again on that Super Bowl themed cruise, Love and Football, hosted by Life with V Veronica. So that will be a good time. I should have the number of days handy, but I don't. It's coming up though.
It's coming up though. I love it. I love it. Wow, you really did like that Super Bowl cruise, huh?
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun. The people were great. We and the experience of watching the game all together in the one big theater was really a lot of fun. I would probably not tend to go out to one of the bars to watch it because you never know when they're going to be over. They run late. But it was a fun time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it again.
And you had your jersey on and everything, and you
had my jersey on, exactly. My Monday Mood Check jersey, actually.
Did you have any wings, though? Most important question: did you have any wings?
We had wings. Yes, we did.
You did it right. You did it. How about you, Jeff? When are you going to be on the seas with Robin again?
Oh, December 14th through the 21st.
14th, okay.
So that's coming up from the time of this recording, about 28 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
4
4 weeks, guys. I've already put the clothes rack out. I always talk about the clothes rack on my channel. Get it over there, getting ready to start putting clothes on it. Robin from Sea Lake Journeys has got to travel. She'll be gone for the whole week before we get on the cruise for work. So when she gets back, we've got 1 day in between for her to pack it all up, and then the next day we're on a cruise. So we're excited about it. Sun Princess, here we come.
She'll be excited about it.
And also want to say for at least a Super Bowl cruise, who's it going to be? The Bucks versus the Colts or the Bucks versus New England?
I love how you put the Bucks in there both times.
Man, Jack, you might not be wrong in either one of those predictions, my friend. Unfortunately for myself, I actually do not have a cruise booked just yet. I am still waiting for the last drippings of the PTO to fill up before I make a choice. Yeah. There are many, many cruises next year in 2026 for myself to choose from, and I can probably only go on about 2 next year. So I do not know yet. I will definitely let you guys know as far as my conscious casters and all of my conscious cruisers out there. I will let you guys know as soon as I do. There are a few again that I am looking at, but I don't want to spoil it, and I don't want to tease anybody. I don't want to say anything too much, and
yes,
over promise. But it can't come close enough. I can't come quick enough. Excuse me. I am itching for a cruise.
Yes.
I am ready. It has been like 7.5 months, and I'm like,
oh gosh. Yes, but I'm sure our listeners can relate to that. Everybody is, you want to go. Life is lifing at me in between these cruises, so you have to, some of us have to be worried about PTO or just
Yeah.
making sure the timing is right. It's okay. We're gonna get on these ships. It's okay.
I mean, we went in October, and I'm already doing this, Scott.
Yeah. When's
I
my
know.
next cruise?
And if you guys are like me out there in the chat, I feel you. And if you guys have shared your cruise countdowns and they're under 10 days, well, you're in
Have a great
K-Mate
time.
territory. Have a great time.
Yes.
But we will see you guys right back here for another episode next Monday morning for another Conscious Cruiser podcast, whether it be on Spotify or on YouTube that you are listening to. So I do want to thank my co-host, Sea Leg Journeys, Chet from Sea Leg Journeys, and Elisa from Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. And we will see you guys right back here next week. And if you go over to Go Live Together, give them a little conscious raid, and please let them know that all three of us sent.
Say hi.
We'll see you. Bye.
See you at the mood check.
I would beat Cat.